Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Okay. All right. So let's see if the Bulls can hold up this area. Um, I'm going to take a bet that the Bulls come in here. I almost was a part of this short. I got stopped out. Literally a point above my stop. Literally, it would have been nice to be on the short side of this move versus trying to potentially catch it long. So we'll see if we get filled today. If not, we'll just come back on Monday, but I think my orders will get filled. The question is, once I get filled, hopefully the bulls come in. So we'll see. We'll see if they come into this area that used to be resistance, could possibly be support. So we'll see. Especially on the ES. So to kind of go over what happened today at 7:30, everything came in as expected. Everything did come in as expected. I mean, the only thing that came under expectation is personal spending, which could be seen as a bad thing or a good thing. Who knows with this market? But personal income came in over expectation, um, which kind of shows that the consumer is still strong. They still have money to spend. So I'm pretty sure that's how this data could be interpreted. But everything else came in at expectation. So we'll see how the market takes that. We'll see. Hmm. Classic double bottom. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I think I may have missed this one. We'll see. Yeah, I may have missed this one. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Mm. Mm. Yeah, we doubt. Mm. Okay, so you may have missed this one. Um, we probably have to wait for a pullback. We may get a pullback back into this range here at 50. Um, this is technically a double bottom. If we get a pullback, it does appear that mm, if we get a retest of these highs up here or anywhere close, then I'm no longer looking for a long. This long was to hopefully get underneath this area of support right here and tap back into this value area here at 45.50. But I guess the buyers were really not trying to miss this move, so um, they definitely piled into this at 47. Because they usually break the low first. They didn't even break the low at all, which is interesting. They didn't even take out the low of day. Hmm. 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 All right, so let's see. Hopefully we don't get that. Hopefully we don't get a move like that. Hmm. Shit, if I were to get in here for a retest of 70, that would only be a 10-point play with all this potential risk for downside. So, hmm. They may be trying to go for 65. Let's see what they. I mean, honestly, I really do think that. I mean, with all this bullishness right here, I'm thinking that they're going to want to at least try to retest that high up there, or at least close to 70. So I should look at the hourly chart and see what's back. So that's for the Nasdaq. So obviously, I mean, we got that sell off. They bought it here at low of day or close to it. So this is bullish. They're buying in this area. Yeah, it just sucks. I ain't gonna lie, that sucks. That sucks, man. That's freaking sucks. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So we missed that move. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we missed that move. With all this bullishness, they're definitely going to retest that high. If we get a drop below this low, so what I'm gonna do is actually cancel those orders because I think that's about done with. I mean, if we can get a rejection here and we can get a pullback into this area, then I'll still be a buyer in this area. But if we do get a test of these highs and a rejection down, I'm no longer going to be a buyer in this area. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So from 47 all the way up to 62, that was about like a 14 to 15 point move. 15-point move to the upside. That would have been a great trade to the upside. The one thing that I could have done better in this trade, or at least this attempt, I did see this low right here. What I could have done, and I know I say this a lot, but it is definitely in that Nasdaq in me, or just the mentality of trading the Nasdaq, of just inherently not trusting double bottoms. I always kind of want to be underneath it because I know everybody's going to get here and we're going to see a stop run. And then most likely we'll see that run back up. However, in this case, and in most cases, oh, well, I guess it didn't work here. 31, about 2 points underneath the low. Mm, yeah, I guess 17. I guess double bottoms work when they want to work. 18. If you got in right here, you would have been 3 points underwater, and then we got that massive move higher. Mm, you would have missed the move entirely both times. Mm. Yeah, I guess the ES double bottoms and then sweeps liquidity when she wants, I guess. I guess if you really want to be in every move, start your position at the exact uh, double bottom. Because sometimes she does it and sometimes she don't. I guess that's where the luck comes in, I guess. Yeah, absolutely hate that now. Okay, so I think we missed this move on the ES. And that's the sucky thing about the ES, man. It's just you miss that, you miss a move, you miss a move. It's hard to uh, it's hard to get into a good position with her once you miss it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to cancel these orders. We're going to get a retest, or I guess we'll see. I mean, that 60, that level at 65. Oh shit, that's close enough. Like I said they need to drop it here. Oof. Yeah, I think I might actually do that. I think I might actually do that because it doesn't. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and that'll be easier. Yeah, that shit doesn't ever happen. Yeah, that's exactly what it is too. Okay. I think at this point in time, this should be green now. Actually, I forgot what color. I think this is probably like sea green or something crazy like that. Dark green. Okay. I will see. All right, so we got 5 minutes until this algo comes up. 5 minutes. Now, the algo has been bullish historically for a while, but we'll see what we get today. As I've stated, if we get a push into this area right here, then I'm going to try to look for a short. This 65 level potentially could be a good short to the downside. But on news days, I'm not even going to take bearish price action at all. But I mean, in order for my orders to get filled, the bears need to be successful. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword type of thing. Another question could be, well, if you think that the market is going to fill my orders, then why not short in this area? However, there's no guarantee that my orders will get filled, honestly. There's no guarantee. And so when that internal voice in your head asks, well, if you think it's going to go short, short, well, then you have to ask your internal voice, how do you know it's going to short? But with all this bullishness, honestly, I mean, if we do get a pullback, we might just come back into this range right here. We got support at this range. We got a protected low here, and this could possibly be a head and shoulders pattern right here. 50. The Nasdaq is just soaring higher. Oh, man, the Nasdaq is soaring higher. Gonna retest this area right here. Hmm. And the Nasdaq took out its low of the day. Hmm. Uh, all right. About 50 seconds until the algo comes out. Yeah, look at that, man. Okay. All right. I'm going to cancel these orders. I'm canceling these orders. Um, because a move back down there would mean a short. We need to be looking for a short. Man. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Damn, look at the Nasdaq. Oh my God, look at the ES. Oh my God, I missed this move. Man. That's so man, that's kind of heartbreaking right there. That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. So let's see if it's going to try to make an attempt for all-time highs up here. I mean, it's so close, it might as well get to it. Damn. Damn, dude. Damn. Look at the Nasdaq code. Damn. All right, so let's see what happens when it gets into this area right here. Hmm. 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 Okay. Damn, dude. Damn. All right. All right, so we're tapped into this area of potential resistance on the NQ. Honestly, like you're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to hope that we don't get a V reversal. But I think that's what's gonna have to happen anyway. With all this bullish momentum, There's no way that we get a V reversal, even if we get a reversal at all. And what I guess the correct terminology that I want to use is a pullback, a V pullback, because I don't think this reverses. This pulls back because the bulls are going to want to take profits somewhere. A good place for bulls to take profits is in this 50 to almost 70 level on the Nasdaq, and we're gonna have to see what price does if and when the ES double tops. I'll try. I think everybody's gonna be trying for a short here at 87. That's why I think we're gonna probably get to like 90. We're gonna probably see 90, but I'm gonna wait for a confirmation reversal pattern before I even take a short. I'm not going to FOMO into this move. Unfortunately, I completely missed it by 2 points. Yeah, today I was trying to get into this long too. I missed it by 2 points. What I thought the market was going to do was tap into this value area high, even though I saw this obvious bottom right here. But I thought that it was going to run that and get into at least 45, 45-ish before we saw a bounce, but they didn't do that. They said 47 was enough, and they pumped this thing up 40 points, and you know I hate missing moves like this. But what I won't do is try to revenge short. I just know that I've learned, or I already know this, but I just have to emotionally know this, because you can get impulsive. You can try to short a move like this. It's impulsive to try to short this. But we have to remember that this is a news pump, and that if you try to short this, you will blow your account if you're not doing it correctly. If you weren't fortunate enough to be a part of this damn thing long. Ooh. And the trend is definitely long right now. So I would not look for shorts at all. Would not look for it. Wait for the bulls to exhaust themselves. Wait for the bulls to actually take profits from their position. But I would not try to get in front of this train. Damn, that hurts, yo. God damn. Damn. Okay. Smith told me that he hates thank you. I wonder what happened. I wonder if he tried to short this. Hopefully he didn't try to short this. The Nasdaq is reaching into this area. It's going to be. I do want to see what price does once it gets to this 270. We're gonna need a push through this with some authority. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nasdaq just trades straight up into all-time highs. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, realistically, that's not how price action works. We at least need a pullback to get to that. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get some straight candles up to the upside, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. But the Nasdaq would need to do that before the ES gets to its all-time highs, because that's not how the ES trades. The ES is not going to trade past this high like it's nothing. We're going to at least get a pullback. I think this might be it. So here's the plan. If ES pulls back to the 21 EMA, and we get a retest of that high and I start to see weakness, I will make an attempt to short it, but I'm not going to put a lot of risk on it. 5 points probably to the max. But I think this is probably going to 90. I think we're possibly going to get a run. We're definitely going to probably get a run of these highs. Most likely get to 90. And then we'll probably see some resistance. But I mean, if it's at 90, then it's going to try to get to 5,600. Yeah, I know, gain weight. That's why that's what we talked about last night. That all these stops that was above this highs, that we was going to see this move up. I mean, this is a stop run high. We had since this whole thing started in this area, we've had this one big move down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times in this area. So it's nothing but stops, 8 layers deep above this high, above these highs. So I was expecting a move like this to test that high right there. But the question is, will we see a pullback from these highs to about, what, 65? Will we see a 20-point pullback and then a continuation? Or will the bulls just go home for the weekend and we see the market make a move to the downside? What do you think is going to happen now, gain weight? You think we continue to move up higher? Of course you do. You're a bull. Of course you do. Uh, yeah, I think I might just switch this. I think I might switch this, honestly. Yeah, I hate missing moves like this because I was, oh man, that was a missed opportunity right here. Missed opportunity. All right. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's what happens. We get a pull back to 65 on the ES. It's highly likely for that to happen. No, I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish at all. Like obviously I'm a bear at heart, but I'm a winner. I like being on the winning side of the market. So I don't care what side of the market I trade on. If I miss a long opportunity, then I'm a naturally just look for the short because I know it's going to come. We're not going straight up. But overall, I'm not going to sit here and say that we're bearish. I'm not going to be a stubborn bear. I just like to win. And like clockwork, this is why price action is king. This is why price action is king. We see that drop from these highs, and we also seeing it on the ES. Price action will always be king. And we're seeing that firsthand. That was a 40-point drop on the Nasdaq after it's reached its objective. So I'm thinking that yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll probably try to trade to about 200. What I'm going to be looking for is I want to see a retest. I want to see the bulls come in right here at this 21 EMA, possibly to 200. But I'm thinking that they're going to probably come in right here. And we're going to probably get a move to 280 or something, 280. If they fail, if I see weakness here, I'm shorting. Not on the Nasdaq though. But if I see weakness here at this high at 85, I'm going to short. But what I really want to get in, I do want to get in long at 65. That's where I do want to get in at. So if this move, if we can get into this move, short, I want to trade into this area right here. But I think I might have missed it. We'll see. We'll see if the bulls bounce it at the 50 EMA. And we'll see if the bulls, if they're going to be successful trying to take out this high. Now, if price gets down here, I will long in this area. I will long here. I prefer to be on the long side. That's interesting. I'm not going to take any trades. So yeah, we'll just end the stream early today. Well, at the same time, in the next hour. I'm not going to take any trades beyond about 10:30ish, 10:15ish, 10:30ish. If we can get into this position right here before that, then I'll be happy with that. If the short opportunity presents itself, I'll be happy with that. But these last 2 days, so I actually want to talk about this position yesterday that I took. I recorded both of these trades, and if there was something that I needed to take away from yesterday, was to take profits. Now, after I found out that I was in the sim, like I said, I just stopped caring about the position and I just wanted to see what happened. If that was a real position, if I was in a real position, I didn't take profits. I think price, it bounced off of one of my targets and it never went back down. I think this was it, because I think at the apex of the trade, and I just let it run, it was about 18 points. My first target was at 26. My first target was all the way down here, and it bounced at 28. So I gave up a 20 or 18-point move just for it to do this. And I like to record my trades so I can kind of go over them while I'm not emotionally involved in a trade. And I do see a lot of stuff that I can kind of fix and get better at. And taking profits is definitely one of them, because I like big numbers. I like small risk and big numbers. I like to catch the entirety of the move. But I missed it. yesterday. Um, so let's see. Let's see if I see weakness here, or actually, no, this will be. I want to see what the bulls do here once price gets into this area right here, because technically we haven't touched all-time highs yet on the ES. Obviously, the Nasdaq took out its all-time highs. Obviously, no, actually, no, it hasn't. I apologize. It took out his left shoulder. It took out his left shoulder. But the head is still all the way up here at 371. But we'll see. We'll see what it does when it gets up here. Hmm. Yeah, with all this bullish momentum, there are definitely going to be buyers down there. There's definitely going to be buyers down there. Yeah, I'm not going to get trapped. I'm not getting trapped down here. I'm not getting trapped down here. Hmm. Huh. I do want to show you guys something interesting. This is very interesting, but uh, we took out that 550 level on SPY, and if you look, for some reason people are sweeping puts. I mean, it could be a hedge, obviously, but I'm going to keep an eye on this. But it does look like they're selling. Well, let me see. Let me make sure this is not them actually getting out of their position, because there were people down here that tried to sell this thing at 515, and that could be them getting stopping out of their position. Actually, give me a second. Okay. I swear, kids, they always pick the right time to inconvenience you. All right, man. Hmm. So I think we get the 90, man. Let's see. because we have all-time highs at 87. I think we're going to get a stop run to 90. I think we're going to get a stop run to 90. We'll see. And I'm going to try for a short. Win or lose on this one. I mean, this will be my last trade for the week, because I don't care to try to fight this. I somehow always find a way to do this. Always find a way to do that. Yeah. Mm. All right. Hmm. All right. We do have a lot of orders sitting there at 75. A lot of orders at 75. So let's see if the 50 EMA is going to hold up this market right now. Um, I mean, the ES has done it before. The ES has taken out its all-time highs before the Nasdaq took out its all-time highs or her all-time highs. But it does appear that the Nasdaq is rejecting from that right shoulder. Let's see if the bulls will come back in at 169 to 170 on the Nasdaq. And I think, excuse me. Um, hmm, hmm. This is still extremely bullish though. Uh, you can see that on the hourly chart, there has been a lot of selling on the Nasdaq, and there hasn't been that much selling on the ES. I think the bulls are going to keep buying until we take out that all-time high on the ES. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's start running to that. But okay, so let's see. Like I said, I'm not going to take any. I'm not going to say that my position is not going to work. I'm just not going to go into the weekend uh, if I don't get filled. I'm not going to fight this, and I'm not going to try to jump into it. I missed the opportunity right here. I seriously thought that I was going to get it filled at 45 at least, but I guess the market decided to just 47 was enough. I guess let me just write that in my journal real quick because I'm if because I'm gonna share what I was actually looking at this morning, and I'm trying not to go on tilt. I mean, I'm not going to, but it's just that that voice in your head, that internal voice, when you look at the chart, and it just you look at a level, and you're like, yeah, I mean that's going to work, and then that contradictory voice that contradicts your initial thesis tells you no, you're wrong. And instead of going with the choice, with your initial choice, you allow that critic to influence your decision, and you miss the move entirely. Uh, I think it was June or May. I think it was June or May, or May. I guess that would make sense because we're still in the month of June. So I'm not going to write the trade. So actually, I might add another template to this. All right. So why are you taking this trade? Am I spelling it right? No. Okay. Okay. So it does look like. Hmm. So it does look like the Bulls want to buy it here. And it is a definitely it's a good chance for them to be successful to at least get a retest, possibly going to this high. They could. They could. I'm pretty sure people has taken this trade, but um, I just don't like when trades are like this because you get into this and your heart is beating the entire time. Yeah, we can possibly get a retest of at least this high, but I mean, you got potentially that much downside. I'm pretty sure people's going to buy it at VWAP, so I'll be fair and at least do that. You don't ever want to take a trade like this, regardless if it works or not, because in this situation, it's a highly likely that it will work. It's highly likely that it will, but in most cases, this type of trade won't work. So I would highly recommend not taking a trade like this, not because it's not going to win, but you don't want to build a habit of taking trades where the risk reward is skewed like this out of your favor. Unless you're already well positioned into this and this is a scale in. If this is a scale in, this is a great trade because you're already well positioned into this. But if you're just starting a position here, then I would pass on this. But this would definitely be a good scale in. But shit, if the Bears gotten down this far, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to get to VWAP. I'm pretty sure. And it does look like point of control is right there. Let's look at the hourly chart and see. I mean, it's still bullish on the hourly chart as well, so it's still bullish. It does look like there's a lot of people sitting at 93 for some reason. I feel like if we get to 93, I mean, if we pass that 90 mark, then they're going to want to get to 5,600. And you can already see that there's already people sitting at 56. There's already people sitting at 5605. There's people sitting at a point below 5,600. You got people sitting at 56. So we do have passive bears in this area. So, okay. It does look like the VWAP is at 59 and the 21 EMA is at. So even if we do, so I'm pretty sure this is probably the most we get is 62. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get the VWAP. Yeah, they're going to try to get the VWAP. Definitely. If not VWAP, then the 200 EMA. If we get priced to trade underneath this, so at 56.75, yeah, I was still getting that VWAP. I would get in that VWAP. And if price continues to go down, I would scale in 3. So 66, probably getting at 60, add 3 more, possibly right here, add 3 more here, and then stop out at around. Because I mean, honestly, if it gets past this, then this trade would be kind of done. What is he saying?
sure if that alerts came on. Let's see. I thought I turned it on. Alerts. If you type in alerts in the chat, you'll get
Hmm. All right, so let's see if we can get a touch at VWAP. Hmm. Looks like the Nasdaq has already touched VWAP. Okay. All right, so this is the area where I want to get in at. All right, so let's see. That's exactly the area I wanted to get in at. Right there. Right there. Got that. Like I said, I am willing to scale in if it does continue to go down. Right there. But I think we might be good on this one. We might be good on this. Actually, I'm just going to scale in if it touches 60. That's exactly where I wanted to get in at. Right there, baby. right there. I'm not gonna play that game. I'll play this game though. I'll play the runner. All right, so this is gonna be my only trade for the day. Win or lose, I'm not going to try to come back on this. I'm just going to see what happens on this trade, and from here, this will be like my last trade of the day. I have a good, I mean, this is a good risk reward trade. I highly doubt that we see price even trade close to my stop. Even if it does, like this might be this a $500 loss. I'll take that. But that's a good trade right there. Great trade. Or yeah. And I kind of want to go back to something that I said earlier in the stream about this trade right here working. This is why you don't ever want to kind of get caught up in the moment and trade in areas where the risk reward is not in your favor. I mean, if this worked, I mean, that was the most you got, like right there. And we came down to VWAP, or where was it at? It was like 70, because that couldn't have been it. Because I could have sworn it was smaller than that. Anyway, the risk, the potential downside was against you if you took this trade long for a retest of this high. All right. Look at the Nasdaq and see if okay. Okay. Right underneath that candle. Like I said, I still think that this position is good. If not, I'm gonna take the loss and I'm going to be done for the day. We'll come back on Monday and we'll move from there. Look at this real quick. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Market Edge? Trying to see if we're going to catch this long or if the bulls are going to fail to hold up this market after that massive run up. Yeah, we missed it too. We had a position set at 45, thinking that's where the market wanted to get to. But the market started the run, at least on the ES, at 47. I spoken to Smith today. He sent me a text message, said that he did the exact same thing. I think it missed him by a point. Actually, let me just read that. Yeah, he said that he missed his entry by a few points too. Okay, yeah. So we did the same exact thing this morning. We missed it by a few points and we had to sit and watch, or at least I had to sit. I don't know if he chased it, but I had to sit and watch the market shoot up. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if the market wants to fake out these bulls and we get this move to the freaking downside after all this crazy bullishness. Hopefully, for my position, that's not the case. But it does look like, or at least it feels like, the bears are currently in control. The bulls are trying to buy it here, though. I do see that they are trying to buy it within this range. But hopefully they are successful here. Hmm. Gonna add one more right here. Actually might put this at 525, just in case. So I've added about like $200 to my risk. So this will be a $700 to $800 loss if it hits my stop. Bulls, don't fail me now. Don't fail me now with your regardedness. Y'all guys were super regarded all this week, super regarded this morning, and that's all y'all had. And I was looking for a short too. Huh. Hmm. Okay. I might, we'll see. We'll see. If we still get some strong selling past this level, I may move my stop up because there's no point taking this full loss because it does look like the Bears are in control. And if they can't really hold it here, then there's really no point staying in this position. Okay. So I'm 10 points away from my break even. We're here at the top of this range. The bulls are trying to buy it. We'll see. Uh, if they sell it off the bottom of this range, I mean the momentum is obviously shifting up to the upside. So obviously the momentum is now going up. I think that probably was a good enough pullback for the bulls. They did buy it at the top of this range at 55. I'm really surprised they didn't come in at VWAP. And that's the tricky thing about trading, because I was actually looking for this morning. And so I was kind of, yeah, like I said, so initially where was this low? I was looking for what they did with VWAP, where they swept VWAP. I was looking for that move here at this low. But I thought like, they're going to probably want to come in at VWAP and take it higher. But you can see that they straight up sold straight through VWAP, straight through the 200 EMA, and now they're trying to sell it off the 21. And now that price is more defined, you can actually see it, that they've been selling it. The price is in a downtrend. But that's why I prefer to always be a seller than a buyer. Let me see. Let me see what the Nasdaq is doing. It looks like the Nasdaq is trying to do the same thing. It does look like it's found support here at this low, at what previously was resistance. It does look like it. The bears are also trying to sell it off the 21 EMA as well. So they're both doing the same thing right now. All you can do. If the bulls can get a breakout out of this trend, we already know what the market wants to do then. If we can get a breakout out of this trend, we can definitely, most likely, trade back into this range. But if the bears are going to hold off this trend, then we can definitely see a move back down into that range. Just emotional, I guess. So I guess he's doing something. Hmm. We just need a breakout above the 21 EMA, and this position should be good. It should be good to retest all-time highs, or at least today's highs. Hmm. Yeah, I seem to always find myself in trades like this, where the price action is slow, instead of these stop run trades. I ain't saying something strong. Hmm. Something. Okay. All right. So the way that is looking, it definitely looks like the market will be moving up from here. Yeah, it does look like it'll be moving up from here because the bears are failing to sell it back down up to 21 EMA. So if we can get a breakout, then this trade should be good to the upside. I mean, we would definitely need a break above this 62 level. But I mean, well, we don't know if it's the bottom yet. But I mean, honestly, I don't think nobody's going to be really selling down here. My concerns will be more if we get up here to this 60, 70 level. That's where we can possibly see a rejection. Somewhere up here. But I mean, honestly, if we get up here, I'm thinking that they're going to want to take out the high of day. There's no way that we get all this bullishness just for them to reverse the market. I mean, well, let me rephrase that. It's highly unlikely. It wouldn't make sense for the market to not take it out when it was so close. And now the buyers have an objective to at least take out this high, to at least this one. And so I would just find it hard to believe that the buyers are going to stop buying this market until we at least take out that high. And they are buying, buying the Nasdaq as well. Yeah, they got 2 points from its all-time highs. There's no way that the bulls just gives that up. I'm not, I guess, well, like I said, I missed this long opportunity and the short. This short would have definitely been a good trade. However, it just would have been, it's just better to trade on the long side than the short side. Because the bulls or the bears did get a decent pullback. This is a very decent pullback. And I'm surprised that they gave it to the bears so cleanly. I mean, this was literally a clean pullback. We can look at the hourly chart real quick. I mean, this would be still considered bullish. We did all this selling right here, but even though we did get a lot of selling in this candle, it still closed well above this candle right here. The integrity of this low is still intact. We basically kind of double bottom here at this resistance area. That's kind of why I moved my stop underneath this 55 area, because I figured that they might, if it wasn't going to stop at VWAP, then they may stop here at 55. That's why I moved it to like 50 just in case. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I would have got stopped out of this. Yeah, it's kind of always hard to determine if the market is going to go to VWAP or if it's going to try to go to support. As I explained earlier, the reason why I took the chance at VWAP is because we were so bullish, and I just expected buyers to come in at VWAP, but apparently, I guess the market wanted this double bottom at resistance to turn it into support. But I think the Bulls have this. It'll be highly unlikely for them to give this up. Not saying that it's not possible. And wouldn't that be poetic justice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be poetic justice? And I still on my toes with this one. Definitely not out of the waters yet. Yeah, wouldn't that be poetic justice right there? Hmm. Getting that same rejection on the ES on the Nasdaq. And the psychology is definitely different. The psychology is definitely different. Yeah, this is why I definitely prefer to be a seller. It's easier to sell out of a position versus to buy into a position. And this is the main reason why I try to be much of a bear as possible. We get buying only when there is a fear of missing out. That's when we see buying. When we see selling, it's people taking their profits and buyers getting stopped out of their positions. Mm. Yeah, that'd be like 30 points though. That'd be kind of crazy, man. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. No, that's where my stop is going to stay because I'm already in this 14 points. I got a 14-point stop already. And adding 3 more points, that would be what, 17 points. And that's not even good risk reward or nothing. So it does look like we had a double bottom here at 54. And this could be a good opportunity for the bulls to try to get a stop run higher above this neckline right here. If we can get a yeah, so we can get price to break this high This would be a nice opportunity for a stop run higher. And the same could be said, obviously, for the bears as well. Underneath this low, we can definitely see this. Hmm. And you can see that people are buying here at this 55 level. There are buyers here. Will it be enough to absorb all these sellers here at this area? Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice. Well, I wonder. I freaking wonder. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder. Hmm. 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 I mean, technically, I mean, this is it right here. Technically, I mean, it's really what you want to. Technically, I mean, that's the first time they did it. Hmm. I guess the real question is that I've done it. No, I'm gonna miss it. Uh, but any part of this move that gives me an indication of why it bounced where it bounced, and why did it drop where it dropped. Hmm. Wouldn't that be poetic justice, man? Okay. All right, guys. Uh, this is gonna be my position. I got to get ready for my meeting. I'm gonna leave my stop here. I'm looking for price to possibly come back in and retest these areas up here. Hopefully, price doesn't need to come back down here. Hopefully, price does not need to test this low. And that this low right here is going to be a strong low, and that the bulls are going to want to protect it. That's going to be my hope. It will be kind of poetic justice, and what I was talking to myself about was if price does come to this 45 level, and we see that bounce that I was looking for this morning. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that. Hopefully, it does not get to that. But all right, guys. Win or lose, we'll see you again on Monday. We'll come back strong. If this is a losing position, if it wins, we'll take the win. But have a good weekend. Stay green out there. Peace out.